Dustin Leonard McCoskey. That's my name. And today is November 5th, believe it or not. And there's a whole lot to say, a whole lot to do, a whole lot to think, a whole lot to feel, and a whole lot to Minecraft. But for starters, I just want to let you know that my window is open. And I have here the command. I've entered the command to create thunder. And I don't know if it's actually going to work or not, because I don't know if the seed can include this many periods. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 periods. Let's see if this will even work. Oh, it did. Okay, good. I didn't know if that was going to work or not. All right, so now we can go to Thunder. Let's see, I just want to make sure. Is that even right? It's not. What is that garbage? 309, 21, 88, 12. Okay, I can live with that. I can live with that. That's fine. It's Thunder. We're at Thunder. And this is oh, I gotta turn that off. I can't be looking at myself on both monitors. It's taking a while to like render stuff. Probably because of how massive these mountains are. I just want to start this stream off by saying live edge. And I need you to know that this is not your grandma's radio station. This is Thunder. These mountains are cool, but they're not what I'm looking for. Now over here, this is actually kind of interesting. But I don't like this area. It's not what I want. It's not what I want. So I'm moving away from this area right here, which it's cool. It's cool and all, but I don't want to be there. I want to go over here. I have no idea what I'm going to build. All I know is that it's November 5th today. It takes ages to load in the world here. I'm going to just have a sit down here next to this zebra tree. And we can just think about the world around us. Oh, there's structures. Oh, I didn't actually check that my microphone was working. Yeah, it is. Okay. Is there anything behind us? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm going to do? Oh no, no. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So see, I actually had like ideas and thoughts about what I was going to do here on the stream when I was making coffee. But as soon as I go onto Windows, it's like, now we are on Windows. Everything is different. And it's rather disorienting because there's so much going on here on Windows. At least the air quality isn't poor anymore. That's good. I dropped my pen. No, I don't. Yeah, so it's a pretty extreme region that I've generated here. This is a lot of sensory. You look around here in Minecraft, and it generates. Oh, this is actually cool. Look at that. I don't know if I actually want to build anything here or not, but this is cool. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Also, it's rather disingenuous how my voice sounds because it is November 5th and I sound like I sound if you were to just listen to my voice with no context, you'd be like, "Oh, this is August of 2013." But it's November 5th of 2025. And I want my voice to convey the date that it is. Okay. I'm starting to work out. This is a very interesting region. We didn't have regions like this back in the day. What is that? Who made Warframe? This place is something. I don't want to be here. I actually don't want to be here. I gotta go. It takes so long to generate. Ah, what happened? Complete dysphoria. Oh, I'm just gonna go. I'm just gonna go. No, I want to go. I'm leaving. I'm leaving today. I'm leaving. Where am I? Oh, it's still this. I don't like this at all. I don't like this. I really don't. I really strongly dislike, strongly dislike, strongly dislike. Okay, sand, sand, sand. Sand is good. We like sand. Why do we like sand? Well, I'll tell you all about it right now. Live Edge, Warframe, economy, construction. So, never you mind. What I'm talking about when I say sand is you look at the sand, right? Oh my god, the sand is gone. That's what you're thinking. No, the sand is right here. Just don't think about how my voice is ill defining the date that we are in because I need to sound like this to do my work. And sand falls because of gravity. And when I delete the sand, I'm not deleting it, I'm picking it up so I can put it down again. The sand I'm holding in my hand is the sand from before. We picked it up, and that's cactus. And you can make a cactus stew out of a cactus, and the rabbits like that. But the reason I'm telling you about sand is when you have a floating sand block like this, or the one that I'm holding, um, basically what happens is um, sand. And you can actually go like 28 stages of grief beyond sand by just saying sand. And if I really, really, really wanted to, I could say sand. I'm not going to do that. I've done it before, but I'm not going to do that right now because, well, because I have an iron sword in my hand and I require your life. So we're in sand world and terracotta. I actually like terracotta quite a lot. I didn't like it when they first added it. I thought it was too much. It was way too much for my brain to take in at the time. But just have how long it's been in the game, and I've had time to to orient myself with terracotta being in Minecraft. I actually really like that terracotta is here in Minecraft. This has nothing to do with November 5th. I just like terracotta. I don't want to build anything here though. That's maybe 28 stages of grief beyond what I'm willing to do right now. The the amount of time it takes to generate the world. Also just the regions that we're finding. They're making me think about private internet access. Oh. Well, I had 0 viewers, but my 0 viewers were watching for the entire duration of the stream, YouTube says. Which I knew that already, but it's nice to have that feedback. A sand island. We could have a sand island. I did a sand island on Facebook. And I was actually very, very, very young. This was like over 15 years ago. So I made this sand island on Facebook. And I didn't fully conceptualize what was going to happen once the sand island disintegrated into sand. But I knew that that was going to happen eventually. So my young mind, I was like, okay, what happens after sand? Where do we go after sand? And I was like, probably Google. Probably just Google, because they had Google videos at the time. And I was like, I think it'll just be Google. I think it'll just be Google. And I didn't really think about it that much more, or I didn't think that much further. Like this was 15 years ago. But that was the roadmap I had built up. I was like, okay, Sand Island, Facebook, Railroad Minecart, Google. Which is what I did. Lately, I've been having like flashbacks to when I was like really, really, really young playing Minecraft, and I'll just see like a brief. I'll have like a brief reminder of something that I had built like 15 years ago, and I don't know why. We're getting we're yelling at lava. That's all I'm willing to say on that state of affairs. This could be it. This could be it, chat. Right here. This could be it. This is good. I'm liking this actually. All right, we've got the pumpkins. Can't get around that. This is good. I like this. This is where it's happening. This is where we're doing it. Look at how cool this place is. I like this a lot. This is exactly what I was thinking of. This is exactly what I wanted when I was thinking about thunder. I was like, I want this. I want this right here. I still have a bit of framework routing to do. I say that as we pass the 2012 mark. And there's some snowy mountains off in the distance. They're not too far away, but I think I only have my render distance on like 23. Oh no, it's on 31. Okay. It's kind of weird that I have one chat message with 0 views. I wonder how that happened. There's heavy rain soon. That's what Microsoft told me as I said that. Oh, what is over there? That looks like Mist Island. Oh, look at this place right here. This is what I'm talking about. This is not. This is not the at the pinnacle. This is not at the pinnacle, but just this kind of vibration. I like this kind of vibration. Over here, I don't know how I feel about this. This is like I feel like I'm getting advertised to in a intrusive way. I don't know about this. That gave me that really set me off. Like I kind of want to burn down a building now because of that. So now if we migrate back over here and we look at this, this is still reasonable, but I have no desire to be here because of the Nokia framework over there. And even over here, no, this place is great. This is like the land before time. Is that a donkey? No, that's a horse. Yo. Why did this look so cool, so much cooler the first time around? I'm looking at this now and I kind of don't care anymore. I feel like I can find a much better location. But this place is great. Look at that. It would be nice to have like a whole bunch of people here. Because there's so much space. It's too much for just me. Like I can't breathe enough life into this to make it feel like a civilization. I can just like take tiny sections and make them my own, like these people did. But I can't breathe life into this world a real. I don't know how to explain it. It's just if there was a bunch of people, we could make it into a thing, and we could have a thing, and we could even put a roof on it. So what I'm here to do is just repeat the word November 5th and see what happens. And maybe I'll build some Minecraft structures along the way, and or maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know. The scale of this world degeneration is just it's very Grandiose. So I feel, and it's actually not, outside of the realm of possibility, because I have this book, and we'll put our sand away for now. I have this book and I have terracotta, and what I can do with that is I can go like this and be like book, and then I can go over here and I can say gain, and I can make these massive things with little effort. I just don't really know what I'm gonna do. But we'll have a sit down and just think after our short magic interception. Oh, I actually did have. Okay, so I don't need to say that. I'm starting to remember what it was I was planning when I started this stream. If I stay in this area and I just keep myself localized here, which I'll so we went minus, huh? We went minus both ways. Okay, now I can always get back here if I need to. And I have a place to mark as a waypoint. And oh, look at that. There's a bit of fire going on. How lovely. I think for starters, I'm gonna have this. This will be just like a hop. This will be a hop. And you might be wondering, why am I talking about hoppers? And I'm not talking about hop, drop, stop, drop, and roll. And you might think I'm just saying things without reason, but you would be wrong, because one, that's an iron sword. Two, that's a piece of redstone dust. What happens when you put them into a dropper together? Nothing. Oh, never mind. A whole world of possibilities now. Because look at this. That's one. Oh no, that's one. Right. So the thing you need to know about Minecraft Redstone is that really just want a lantern. I really just want a lantern out of this. So we've got lantern, and we've got, and there's, you can do this in you can do this differently, but here we go. So that's lantern and that's lantern. And if I were to do something with value, I would set it up way differently. But does this even work, first of all? I don't think it would, actually. Yeah, no, it doesn't. You can actually do this a whole slew of ways. You can do this. Just throw a repeater there is the obvious one. But we'll leave it like this, I suppose. Just because I want it to be like as simple as possible. So this is the hop. And what I mean by that is this is random. Half of the time it'll be this, half of the time it'll be this. Not a half of the time, actually, but randomly selected, it'll be either redstone dust or iron sword. If it selects iron sword, the light turns on. If it selects redstone dust, If it selects redstone dust, the light does not turn on. We got iron sword every single time. There we go. And that is the hop. That's all. No, it's not all. That's the hop. I would like to actually tangibly create something here. And November 5. And November 5, yeah. I'd like to November 5 with November 5 in mind, but November 5 is the determining factor behind November 5. It's a similar concept to sand, except instead of sand, it's November 5. I wonder, I want to change this. I want one of these the other way, I think, like this. And with that there, then I want this back. So like this. Does that work? Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, because it turns back off. This is not what I wanted. Because it turns off and then it grabs it again. I feel like there's a very, very, very simple solution to this. I just did that. Okay. Ah. Oh, you know what I can do actually? This. But we're not done yet. This followed by this followed by that. And now that we have this system in place, it doesn't matter. It won't do anything once you hit Iron Sword. It's permanently on now. You can never go back. But what if I did this? First of all, this isn't even what I want. It's not even turning the light on. Okay. Stop. Yeah, great. Actually, so what do I want to have? I just want it to not actuate a second time, right? There's, yeah, like an obscene amount of ways you can do this. Um, but it's November 5th. That's the thing you have to consider. So knowing that knowing that the mouse will one day get the cheese, it fills you with November 5th. No, no, no. We need it here. And we need a lamp. And this is exactly what I needed. So I'll break this down if you're losing your mind right now. Basically, this is a dropper. This is a hopper. This compares. This observes. And what we want is we want the light to stay on. But the problem we have is the observer notices the drop like this and flashes the light, it flickers. But this isn't what we want. We don't like that the observer is flickering, but this is all the observer is known. He's every single time he's been asked to do this task, the outcome has been to flicker. So that's what he believes is the right thing to do. It's not, though. The right thing to do is to have one of these, and this. So once he does this, we leave this here. However, he's greedy, the observer. So he wants it back. He doesn't understand what he's doing. He doesn't understand what's at stake. He thinks, this is my redstone block. I want it back. So he does his job as he's been designed to do or as he's been taught to do. But because he's greedy, he takes the block back. And I don't know how to resolve this issue without being greedy myself. Because it's very simple to do. I can just Google the answer. But I don't want to do that because I want to make something that stands the test of time and lives in immortality. And in order to do that, I need to not be greedy. Like this observer is being. And if you need me to explain to you why I have to break that down, the concepts described via this redstone are directed via redstone. So despite the fact that the implementation is not that difficult, and realistically I probably should have I probably would have remembered how to do this um if it was called bluestone or greenstone or something, but because it's called redstone, uh the earth opens up and the cataclysm consumes you. So once you realize that, then you won't need me to explain this to you. You'll already know what I'm talking about. In some way, you won't understand it in the way I do. It'll be in however way that the cataclysm consumed you. But because redstone is red, we don't need to convert anything, and we can just look at the red line on the ground and say, yep, that's red. Okay. So now I'm thinking we need to get a torch involved. This, oh, that's book. This system here, it was not good enough. Bleep. Now we have a torch. What happens when we do this? Oh, I need a repeater. What happens when we do this? The torch turns. Oh, the observer's a important part of this. I can't remove him because of this. All right, never mind. There's actually, oh, this is the simplest method I can think of. And it works. It works. No. No, it doesn't. If only this was real life, this would be so much easier. No, that's just how it makes sense to you. It still gets pulsed 2 times. And we can, if we were really attached to this idea, we could do this. And go like this. Oh, no, that's game breaking. So now if we did this, I don't know what that accomplishes, some kind of wave rider technique. All right. What about this? How do I... What about this? Oh, no, we don't need that. We need terracotta. Observation. The observer is looking a different way now. How about this? It's the exact same problem. You know, it might work. I want this, and that's fine. Dish. So now when we do this, oh, whoops, and we put our sand in there. Does the sand only gets dispensed one time, which is perfect. So now we have the observer observe that, and he spits out that onto the terracotta block, which does this, which does that. And now, no, it's the exact same problem yet again. All right, I'm going to change the way I'm approaching this. We can see with the hop, there's a 1, 2. It's a 1 and a 2 every single time. What if it's a 1 and a 2 because at one point there's an item, and then at another point there's no item, and the observer sees both of those instances, and he sends the message to the piston. What I want is for the sand to get placed in the hopper, and then the sand to get shuffled back into the dropper so we can repeat the process. But I would like for the observer to notice the sand placed in here and then ignore the sand being removed. Alternatively, I could have the observer notice the sand be removed, but delay the wiring here so that it doesn't impact the piston actuation. Because I want the piston to actuate one time and one time only. my sand. Okay, so this, my sand in there. That. Get another one of these. Which, how strong is the sand signal? Sand is just one, okay. Not that important. So what happens here? The observer, it's important that, obviously. I just was thinking about doing it without an observer, but yeah, the observer is a very important part of this contraption. Okay, so what happens here now is we have a dropper which dispenses sand and then collects it, and a dropper which dispenses my items and then collects them. Oh, you know what? This was actually, I did this just, okay, that works. That completely works. Do this. Do that. No, it'd be like this. So we have these two. And this one, 100% of the time is activated. Oh, I need my redstone dust. 100% of the time, this one gets activated. 50% of the time, this one gets activated. So what we can do with that is have... Where would I put this? Probably here. We have this. 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 And then... Actually, I'm pretty sure I have a way to just this. It doesn't activate that. I need terracotta. So that's on iron sword. Oh, I don't have redstone dust in here. It's always iron sword. And then on redstone dust, it's the same. Okay. I think I need this to be a repeater. And I can now adjust the timing to get it to flag. That's annoying. What am I hoping to accomplish with this? Oh, I have the wrong one in here. That's why. Right, so when Iron Sword activates, I want it to leave the redstone. And I'm hoping to accomplish that by... So here's the thing. You just need to do this. Okay. Iron Sword Oh, we would only need one observer. Right. Okay. I'm starting to understand what I'm trying to do here. Okay, iron sword. I just needed to extend the. This will only activate half of the time. The half of the time that it activates, I want to maintain the current for the duration of time that it takes for the observer to activate a second time, so that the oh, that's not gonna work. Oh, actually, it could. I just need to do this. Right. We had two observers last time. Right. Okay, so that actually could work. But it needs to be a little more intricate than this. Let's just look. So it's like flash, because this is skateboarding, which is not what we want it to do. What if I do this and have it hold for that duration? Oh, right. This one also activates 2 times, which it shouldn't be a problem, I think. This is like ridiculously hard to wrap my head around. And it's left me in a state where I'd rather not interface with these units at all. These ones, of course, these are mandatory. I could do it many other ways, right? But it would, why would I even make it at that point? This is everything. This is the entire, this is just everything. This is the whole reason I'm doing this. I just saying that again because it looks like I'm retarded. So now with this, oh, right, that's only one. Okay. So then it's right here. What is the sand even doing? Well, the sand is not really important for the redstone circuitry. It's just sand. But the sand is 1 every single time, so it's actually just doing nothing within this circuit. So the sand represents, well, the sand, but the sand isn't that. The sand is sand. The concepts I'm trying to wrap my head around are based outside of Minecraft, right? However, I am converting them into Minecraft abstractly in a way where you might assume that the output is not within the confines of Minecraft because the concepts that we are transposing slash converting slash smelling are real life circumstances that aren't included in the base game of Minecraft. However, once I get this redstone block to stick over here and turn the light on, the concepts will exclusively interact with the Minecraft world and the Minecraft world only. So all of the blocks of sand in your subconscious will be converted into this one redstone block, which is used to power a light in Thunder. And it's pretty hard to do. It's pretty hard for me to figure this out. I'm having a hard time. Oh. What happens if I roil the observer? Does that solve all my problems? I want these to be in the same block. I want these to be on the same location. So it'd be right here. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And if I have it here, then they would be right next to each other and the world would end. 1, 2, 3. Why is that like that? Can science explain that? Well, it's only one on the other one. This is too ridiculous. The redstone dust is the one. Who made Warframe? Skyfall is where we start. You may have my number, you can take my name. Well, you can't actually. Oh my. I've understood. I've cracked the code. The ancient Egyptian pharaoh is here and he's gonna tell you all about Minecraft. Yeah, okay, so the gate made purple grass when I was gay. He was gravy. B. I didn't care. Sarah shot you. Orcs. Thanks. Obama did 9/11. And gatekeep. Right. Okay. So here's the ticket. Observer. We have the sand observer. And this is fine. We have the sand observer and we have the grand observer. The sand observer absorbs gold, and the grand observer smokes cats. When we have these concepts in unison, they make gravy. But that's not what we want precisely. What we want is gaslighting the government. No, that doesn't work. We need to gaslight the grave. Like so. And now, that is perfection. Oh, no, this is actually, why did you do this to yourself? Because look, Obama did 9/11. The statistics on this are ballistic. As soon as that becomes red, the statistics on this are ballistic. Try to wrap your mind around this, I dare you. Is this not perfection? Oh no, there it is. See. Okay, so the numbers aren't actually what I had in mind here. However, the method is, and that's all that I really care about. So that's that. That's hop. Does anything actually happen on November 5th? Yep. You made a video. This one?